I can't do it anymore, guys. I tried liking Zenless Zone Zero so many times, you can't even say I didn't give the game a shot. Dude, I played the second beta like a good 30 hours. The third beta, which was the last one, I played for about 60 plus hours to get to the end game and truly cover, you know, what we could expect from end game. So over probably 100 hours between the two betas. And then the game came out and I had to do it all over again, which was probably a mistake. And I'm just going to be real right now. I'm never doing that again. I will play a beta for a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about, oh, I got to play it for 100 hours so I can cover every little thing in the beta. Most things change when the game comes out, or you could just cover those things when the game comes out. I don't need to be grinding a beta that hard, especially with how busy I am IRL. And I think it kind of ruined my enjoyment for the game. But it's not only just that, right? It's not burnout, because I've done this with many gotchas. You know, I did it with Wuthering Waves, and I still love playing Wuthering Waves. Zenless Zone Zero, I've tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I played it throughout the betas, and then the game came out. I had to do everything all over again, all the TV stuff, all the story stuff. Oh, man. I'm going to be honest. I think, I don't even know how to say this. If you guys have been around in my channel for, you know, since the beginning, I was mostly a guide maker, and I do really miss doing that. But with Hoyo games, I don't feel the urge or the motivation to do guides for these games, because they're all such like baby games, right? Like if you get stuck on the end game content in a Hoyoverse game, man, you would not survive in a Dark Souls game, bro. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. Or playing a turn-based game like Shin Megami Tensei, right? Like Dark Souls but turn-based, right? Like you guys would never survive a game like that if you're having difficulty on end game in a, you know, free-to-play gacha game like Hoyoverse games. But there are other games coming out that I am very excited for that aren't Hoyoverse. I'm not saying I'm not going to be covering Hoyoverse games anymore, but I really do, you know, if you've been watching since I started this channel, I really do miss doing guides, and I just hate the Hoyo model of games. I really do. I love Star Rail. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Rail because it's very fast to do dailies. I get on, I waste my stamina, do my dailies. It literally takes like 5 minutes. I shit you not. And I'm done with that game until the next patch comes out. If an MOC comes out, I can literally auto it. It's so easy, right? I literally, except the one that just came out, I had to manual the last 2 stages because they did make it a little bit harder, and Jade kind of sucks on auto. So I manualed that, but still, like maybe 20 minutes of new gameplay, and then I went back to just logging in and not doing anything for the rest of the game again. I am still gonna play Star Rail for story. I might even go back to Honkai Impact 3rd just for story, because that's what I was playing it for, and I know a lot of people want me to finish at least the finale arc, which is what I was on. But for now, on this channel, I think I'm only going to do Star Rail and Wuthering Waves, and then maybe if another big game comes out in the future, like NTE, I will probably cover that as well, maybe Project Mugen. But I did want to kind of let you guys know I am going to be making a 3rd YouTube channel. I have one for anime, which I haven't really been uploading on, to be honest. I apologize for that. I've been so busy. And the 3rd one is going to be for a new gacha channel, pretty much, because I don't know if you guys have been around in my streams lately, and I do want to apologize. I have been kind of very cold or aggressive towards my chat at times, and on moments that I could be more patient. Someone will say something dumb and I'll just kind of like go off on them instead of just being a little bit more patient like I used to be. I think it's just a combination of being very busy, being overworked, lack of sleep, and then on top of it, like my YouTube channel went from averaging like 15 to 20 to 30,000 views every video to barely hitting 3K, which is like, I don't even understand. I see so many people actually going through this right now. FG 3000. He's been covering gacha games for so long. I think he has over like 300k subs, and he's right now averaging like a couple thousand a video. So it's not even just me. It's just like a YouTube thing, I feel like, that's going on with the algorithm right now. But it's been happening to me for months now, and it's really been discouraging me on making content. If you guys notice, I deleted all the Zenless Zone Zero videos on my channel because, one, I'm not going to be covering the game anymore. I uninstalled the game. I deleted it. I did my polls for Zuon, didn't get her. And I was going to uninstall either way, but I just wanted to see if I was going to get her uninstalled. and I'm probably never going to install it back again. I just don't like the gameplay loop. I hate the TVs. I hate the combat. I tried to like the combat. I just hate it. I feel like any action game that doesn't have aerial combat or doesn't even let me jump is already just nerfed at the start. I feel like every action game at this point should have a jump button or an aerial or aerial combat. Any action game that doesn't have that is infinitely just worse to me, and I don't even want to touch it. Not to mention, I feel like one thing that could drastically change the way the game plays is if they let the character on the field do parries without having to swap to a different character. The amount of times that I played Ellen, who in my opinion is one of the most dog shit characters in the game, to play, right? She's strong, but to play, she's horrible, because for her to get the optimal damage, you have to do the stupid sprint, hold left click charge attack to do her little scissors thing to build up the stacks, and you have to get the 3 to 6 stacks of ice, and that's how you imbue your weapon with ice. That's where you do like double damage, pretty much. The physical damage is non-existent. You don't want to do that. You want to do ice all the time. But what happens is every single time you do that stupid dodge sprint and you're about to start doing your combo, guess what happens? Some motherfucker's trying to hit you, and you have to press the damn space bar to swap out to a different character. You lose your stacks and you lose your combo. It's so fucking annoying. I absolutely cannot stand the way the combat is. It does not promote you to like want to combo with characters. It just constantly promotes you trying to swap over and over. I hate it. It's so boring. Not to mention, I've literally on stream did Shiyu defense difficulty 7 or 8. Just left clicking, looking at chat on my camera, and just when I hear the noise, I was pressing space. And when I heard an attack about to hit, I was dodging. That's it. I was spamming E, spamming left click at the same time, and just pressing space when I heard the noise. And I cleared it with my characters all more than half health. So like, you know, it's just, and I know people are gonna say, but that's not true end game. There's more after that. I don't care. The way they design the bosses in this game and the combat, it's not gonna be harder. It's gonna be more annoying. They just make the bosses fucking bullet sponges, and I absolutely cannot stand it. I do like the characters. I love the characters, man. I like the voice acting, how expressive they are. The story, it was okay for what it was, but you know, after like recently, I've been going back and playing a lot of games on my backlog and new games that have been coming out, like Trails Through Daybreak, one of the best JRPG series I've ever played, the Legend of Heroes series. If you guys haven't played them, you should definitely try it out. Honkai Star Rail was literally inspired by these games, and the new one came out. I've been playing that, and man, that is a well-written, concise, and beautifully told story, and the pacing's amazing. What playing those games, these games on my backlog, these story games, single-player games, JRPGs, whatever, has showed me is that the hoyoverse model of just telling story in these games is so fucking bad, man. Even Star Rail, like I enjoyed Penacony for what it was, but that one chapter we had that was literally like 10 fucking hours of yapping. Holy fuck, dude, that was so bad. You know, at least Wuthering Waves doesn't do that yet. Like the 1.1 quest was like 2-3 hours. It was not that bad at all. Chang Li's quest, like an hour. Not bad at all, right? So I am sticking with Wuthering Waves and Star Rail. But going back to what I was saying about the other channel is going to be for like strategy gacha games, because I'm so sick and tired of action games, bro. I'm so sick and tired of action gacha. Let me reiterate, not action games. I love action games. I'm playing through Elden Ring DLC right now off stream, and I'm finishing my second playthrough of Scarlet Nexus. I hate the action gacha model. I really do, especially open world. The Wuthering Waves one is not bad. I can only do one. I cannot do more than one. It's so mundane. If you were to do this full time and you had all the time in the world, go ahead. I don't know how people like Second Poke do like fucking 4 or 5 accounts, bro. I would fucking shoot myself if I did that all day. But hey, you know, get that bag. Maybe I would if I was getting, you know, enough money, but even then, I don't think I would do it. But Wuthering Waves, just one game is good enough for me. Or one open world game is good enough, because if I want to play these games free to play, which I want to start doing more free to play, because I feel like it's more fun. Nothing to do with like lack of money or anything. I'm fine. It's just like, I noticed that these games feel more fun and pulling feels more exciting, right? But I can only do one, because like when you're free to play, you gotta go through the open world, you gotta grind the open world, you gotta do all the puzzles. It's so time consuming. If you guys don't know, I own a business with my father, IRL. We're partners, right? We go 50-50. I work 3.5 days a week. He works 3.5 days a week. But my 3.5 days a week are like doubles every single day. And then the half day is obviously a 7-hour day instead of 14 hours. And, you know, doing that. And also I'm back in a gym now for about a month. It's been like 3 weeks. And, you know, trying to find the time between work, gym, you know, streaming, editing content, recording content, doing my anime TikToks and Patreon and the anime channel, doing all the editing myself, which now I found an editor to help me out with that. You know, it's been a lot, okay? Trying to find new ideas, you know, doing my own chores. I live by myself. I got to do all my laundry, cook, you know, meal prep, you know, dishes, clean the house. I have to do all that my own. So sitting here and playing multiple open world gacha games where I got to farm like crazy in a most boring way was like ruining my motivation to make content for games. Like make content on YouTube. It was absolutely killing my motivation to do anything. I noticed that very heavily with ZZ, bro. I went through a very rough rut for like a good week after that game came out because I was trying and trying and trying. Man, I deleted all my streams from that week because it was the most boring shit I've ever seen. I went back and watched my VOD and I was like, holy fuck, Legions. Like, bro, you're like flipping out on viewers for asking, you know, shit that's not even that crazy. You know, you're fucking bored out of your mind. You're constantly complaining. Like, this is not fun to watch, right? So I made the choice to just quit ZZ. I'm done. I'm not playing ZZ anymore. I'm probably not going to come back to it. Sucks because I feel like it could probably get better in the future, but I'm burnt out on the action gacha, right? I'm so burnt out on that. Every game now wants to be Genshin, and it's just infuriating to me that every single game is copying that model. There's so many games that were going to come global that are now like canceling their global versions because like they were either turn-based or strategy, and like every company's like, well, I guess if global don't care about this because it's not Genshin, you know, it's not open world. But I am actually on that new channel. If you're still here, I am going to be making the new channel. If you guys are watching this, the new channel is already ready. I got to get some graphics and done for it that I'm waiting for it to be done. But if you want to go subscribe to that channel, I'll leave it linked down below. It'll help me out a lot. I'm going to be doing Girls Frontline 2, which is coming global very, very soon. I'm also going to be doing Swords of Convaleria, which is also another strategy game that's coming out on the 31st of July, which is in a couple days from now as I'm recording this. And I'm also going to be doing Arknights Enfield on that channel as well, which is going to be a open world game, but it's going to be strategy, and it has some more idle aspects to where it like can grind stuff out for you. And there's probably going to be a lot of things changed from the that wasn't even a beta, that wasn't even an alpha test, that was a technical test, so there's still a lot of time. It's probably not coming out till like mid next year probably, but that is going to be the main stuff on that channel, and it'll reinvigorate my motivation to like want to make content for YouTube, for gaming anyway, because I've been like thinking, man, fuck the gaming channel, maybe I just do anime. But I think it was just because I was just getting burnt out of the stuff I was making content on. This channel is still going to be like my reactions to Star Rail stuff, thoughts about Star Rail, you know, updates and characters, and you know, maybe it's certain events or things, you know, we can talk about. And I'm also doing the same thing with Wuthering Waves, right? I don't think I'm going to do guides for either of those games because it just doesn't really, I don't feel like there's any need to do a guide for both at all. You know, Tower of Adversity is the only difficult thing, and maybe I will do one. I still feel like people aren't even really doing that because you need 3 fully built teams to do that, and I still can't do that, and I spent a little bit of money on the game. So yeah, I'm sorry for those of you that were looking forward to me covering ZZZ. Maybe other games come out and I can cover them on this channel too, but I'm starting to notice this weird thing on YouTube now that if you're not making a new channel for this new game, it can kill your viewership. I did content on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I did guides, and it, dude, that reignited like the love I had for making YouTube content was making those Grand Blue Fantasy Relink guides. That is where I shine, making guides, and I absolutely love those videos. So well, first you're gonna do your buff signal drive, then you're gonna do your debuff here, and then start the combo. When you're in the air, you want to click, you see that star/circle that's popping up? You want to click the square button as soon as that pops up, so you can just spam that over and over and over again. Press triangle after you do 3 of them, and you'll be able to do a move called Avarice Hammer. You guys can go back and watch them and see how much more enthusiastic I am on those videos, bro. It's night and day. I was so happy because they were doing so good and my views were finally like cranking up again, like 30,000 plus on the first one. Next one was 25,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. They were all doing around 15 to 30,000 every guide video I did for every character on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. And I was slowly going down the list and doing a guide for every single character, like beginner guide, and then I was going to do like advanced guide for all those characters and like how to build them, end game, stuff like that. But then they announced that the game was not going to get updated anymore, and I was depressed because I immediately knew. I was like, well, you just killed your game and you just killed all viewership for your game because you just said that nothing else is coming. So why would they grind other characters to level them up and farm stuff for these characters when there's not going to be any more content coming? There's just no point to keep playing the game. Oh, I beat Lucilis, the hardest boss in the game that you added as DLC. Now what? Oh, I just keep killing him over and over and that's it? Okay, that sounds boring. I'm just going to go move on and do something else. So I ended up just stopped making content for that. And then as soon as I did that, I think I fucked the algorithm on my channel, and every single video after that was 2,000, 3,000, 3,000, 5,000, 2,000, 5,000. Occasionally, you know, a sparkle video or an animated short from you know, Star Rail would get like 30, 40, 50,000. But then it would just go right back to 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. And this is like videos that used to get way more views before, like the same content or the same content other people are doing. And, you know, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty entertaining. I think I'm funny when I do my videos. I'm, you know, engaging when I'm doing it with my chat. And the views just aren't there, but they are there for other people that aren't as entertaining or engaging. And I've been doing like a lot of research looking at all this, and it was kind of just like discouraging me a lot. I apologize if you were in my stream and I was rude to you, or if I was, you know, going off the handle on you, but it's been rough. Suffice to say, you know, I'm very mad at myself that I gained a lot of weight. Last month when I weighed myself, was like 280 pounds. The heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. I was like 276. I am proud to say that after 3 weeks, I am down to 264. So I'm already losing a lot of weight. I've been going to gym. I've been dieting. I've been eating healthy. I've been walking around because my ass was just sitting in this chair, recording content and editing all the time when I wasn't working. So when I wasn't working a 14-hour shift at my other job, I was working a 16-hour shift in this chair. And it was super bad for my health. And I think that's what really, really fucked me mentally on, you know, everything content creation. Sorry for the long video. I've been yapping and ranting on in this video, but I kind of just wanted to reiterate why, you know, the ZZZ fucking just ruined my, you know, entertainment in the channel. I feel like my streams during that week were just god awful, and I feel so bad for some of the people that I talked to that were like regular viewers or like people that were new, you know, and their first impressions of me was me being an asshole. And, you know, sometimes we're human, right? Content creators, we go through shit, things happen, and, you know, at the end of the day, we're not perfect. We're human just like you, and we have our bad days, we have our good days, we go through shit that we don't talk about because, you know, not everybody wants to put everything out there. But going forward, the content of this channel, it's probably going to be a lot less. I'm not going to be doing daily content on this channel anymore. Whenever I have something to talk about, I will. Whenever I get an idea for a video, I will do it. If that's once a week, twice a week, once every 2 weeks, that's what it's going to be for now, until I figure out what I want to do like on a regular basis in this channel. Because right now, the only thing I can think of on this channel is reacting to the Star Rail trailers, announcements for new characters, the drip marketing, talk about patches and story, you know, reactions to story, and that's goes for Star Rail and Withering Waves, same thing. Right now, other than that, maybe I will try to do reactions to other things on this channel too, but I'm going to be honest, I'm scared to test anything on this channel because the one time I deviated from going from just Star Rail and Honkai Impact content to then doing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, it like fucked up my whole channel. Like my channel's never recovered since then. I don't know what I can do to fix it. I've tried so many things. I've tried not uploading for a week. I've tried uploading daily or 2 times a day sometimes to try to get back an algorithm. It's just not working, you know? So now I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like doing. When I feel like making a video on it, if it does good, it doesn't, it's not a big deal. I make my, you know, monetization, my money from everywhere else. I make it from, you know, streams on Twitch. I make it from sponsors on Twitch. TikTok is where I make all my money, and Patreon's where I make all my money. Shout out to all my Patreon members. I think we're almost at 700 right now, and about like almost 500 of you are active subscribers. That you have no idea how much that helps. That all goes back towards doing giveaways to the channel, upgrading. I just upgraded my PC, so you know, all going back into content creation for you guys too. But yeah, I'll leave the link to the new channel down below. There will probably be a lot more content on that channel than this one. You know, Swords of Convaleria comes out on the 31st, so I'll be doing a lot of videos for that game. Reroll guide, beginner guide, how end game, how to build certain characters. Certain stages are pretty difficult. It's a strategy game. Probably not going to be that popular of a game, but I kind of want to build a little bit of a following on there before Girls Frontline 2 comes out. That way it has a little bit of legs to, you know, a little bit of legs to stand on when making content for Girls Frontline 2. And then, of course, by the time Arknight's Enfield comes out, then maybe that channel will have better success as well, with a following of people that like strategy games and stuff like that. So hope you guys stuck around till now, and if you did, I love y'all. Sorry about being such a dick and overworked and rude, if I was to you, and hopefully I see you guys in the stream. There's going to be a lot more variety on stream. I've noticed that even though I turned the viewership off on my channel ever since I hit partner, so I don't even pay attention to how many views I have. I'll check after stream sometimes. I'll be like, oh damn, I only had that many viewers. But I've been playing a lot of like story games on stream, or just like variety, you know, First Descendant, stuff like that. And I know it's really bad for my viewership, but sometimes it just helps to just play something for fun. And it's been fucking bringing me back to life on stream, because I'm actually having fun while streaming, you know. So if you guys are interested in watching more variety content, I will be doing that more on Twitch until there is content, because I'm not going to force myself to play Star Rail when there's no story and just log in and just farm mobs for like 6 hours. I can't do that, bro. I'll kill myself. But thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for this long ass video. Leave a comment down below if you guys have some you know, a lot of people want to either give me advice, or, you know, or if I pissed you off like the last couple of weeks because my streams have been out, let me know, man. I apologize. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. I'll see you guys on the next one.